Gardinero.
The third factor of soil formation is climate, and it is the most influential soil forming factor because climate influences the temperature and the precipitation or the rainfall. Temperature facilitates the weathering because it also influences the biochemical reaction of the soil, and biochemical reaction increases with the increasing temperatures. In hot and humid regions, soil formation is fast, and the chemical weathering process is influenced or accelerated by the temperature. In hot and dry regions of the world will result to a shallow soil because chemical reaction or chemical processes of soil formation is very slow. And the second factor under climate is the precipitation or rainfall. So more rainfall, greater weathering and leaching. Thus, it will result to a faster rate of soil development. The fourth factor of soil formation is the biosphere. Under biosphere, we have the phytosphere, which is the flora or the plant kingdom. And then the zoosphere, or the fauna or animal kingdom, contributes to the acceleration or retardation of soil formation. So microorganisms can retard the differentiation of the soil into horizons. Included are rodents, mites, and rabbits, but because of their feeding habits, they can also influence or accelerate soil formation because of degradation of the phytosphere. Let us discuss further the contributions of the biosphere. So, phytosphere promotes soil formation by addition of organic matter into the soil. And then, in the development of profile, phytosphere is very influential because of the inclusion of a no horizon in the profile. They also contribute in the physical weathering of soil, like the roots of trees that can disintegrate rocks. And for the zoosphere, they contribute in physical weathering, in the increase of organic matter, and soil dwellers like rabbit mixes soil from one horizon to another. And the last factor of soil formation is time, or time by which the rocks can become soil. So I am showing you another diagram about the relative age of the soil, and from parent material that they started with 0 years old, and from 50 to 1000 years you will now have an A horizon, and beneath the A horizon is the C horizon, and from 1000 years and continuing you have the A, B, and C horizons, and from 10,000 years or even more you will have an A, E, B, and C horizon. So in 0 years old you can see that the parent material has no A horizon, and A and C horizon is considered young. That is a characteristic of intisol. A, B, and C horizons in the profile is a characteristic of a mature soil, and that is a moldy soil. It is a characteristic of one of the world's most productive soil orders. And A, E, B, T, and C horizon is a characteristic of old soil. E horizon is the zone of leaching, and this can be a characteristic of an old soil, and this is a characteristic of an alphisol. Another representation of how time affects the development of soil. So from an unweathered rock, 100 years and continuing. In summary, the effects of organisms, topography, climate, parent material, and time will result to the development of your soil.
Il Gardinero